Well, while we're talking about water, you know, you don't really have to look hard in Texas for a place to fish. And when you think of exotics, most people think of animals, but thanks to Texas Parks and Wildlife, there's an opportunity to catch a fish here most people think you have to go west to find.
Right in this area, we're going to put about 750 fish right here below the dam. We only stock them during the winter though, because rainbow trout need cool water to survive in.
Texas Parks and Wildlife does this starting in November and running into March. Every year, hundreds of thousands of rainbow trout are released into Texas waters.
And we're stocking fish that are 8 to 10 inches right now, which are a catchable size rainbow trout.
This is the Guadalupe River just below Canyon Dam. When fish hit the water, so do fishermen trying to catch them. And some are pretty good at it.
So this is what we basically call a put and take fishery. We put these fish in the winter, and hopefully they'll be caught out before the springtime comes and the water temperatures get too warm for them.
Most of the fish won't have to worry about the water getting too warm. All up and down the banks and in the water, fishermen line the river. And it's not always just local fishermen. The stocking program has been so successful.
The Guadalupe River has actually been named one of the top 100 trout streams in the United States.
That's in part because of the strict rules in place on the river. Beginning 800 yards downstream from the dam release gate to the eastmost bridge on FN 306, you can only keep trout below 12 inches or longer than 18 inches. The limit is 5 per day, and only one can be 18 inches or longer. Now, all the information you need to know about trout fishing, the stocking schedules, everything can be found on the Texas Parks and Wildlife website. They do this at like 100 places around the state. I was lucky enough to trout fish this area of the Guadalupe several years ago and was lucky enough to limit out, and it wasn't with a fly rod. But next week, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take you fly fishing on the Guadalupe for trout. And as always, if you have an adventure you'd like to see, email me, bdavis@kens5.com, or hit me up on the Kens 5 Facebook page or on Twitter @BarryDavisTV. And don't just tell me about it. Come along on the adventure with me into the great Texas outdoors. And I'm going to tell you what, the trout fishing thing was so much fun.
I was wondering about that. It looks like you, by the way, you were supposed to invite me. You said you were going to take me with you, and then he just didn't tell me anything. He knows I love fishing.
How about this? We'll wait till it warms up just a little bit more. And you know my buddy Manny Martinez, we did the red fishing at Bronig Lake. I'll take you to Calaveras.
Okay.
And Station.
Everybody, I want you to hold him to that.